In a village nestled at the edge of a great, unforgiving desert lived two brothers, Aryan and Rohan. They both dreamed of a legendary city said to lie beyond the sands, a place of immense opportunity, where the streets were paved with prosperity and anyone with determination could build a new life. One scorching summer, they decided to embark on the journey together. They packed 2 large sacks with equal amounts of food and water, said goodbye to their family, and set off at dawn. The first few days were brutal. The sun was a merciless fire in the sky, and the sands seemed to stretch into eternity. On the 3rd day, as they trudged up a towering dune, they spotted something glinting in the distance. Rushing down, they found a small, hidden oasis they had never heard of. And there, partly buried in the sand, was a heavy iron-bound chest. With great effort, they dragged it open. Their eyes widened. It was filled with magnificent treasures, gold coins, jeweled goblets, and strings of pearls. "Aryan!" Rohan cried out, his voice trembling with excitement. "Our journey is over. We are rich. We can return to the village as kings." But Aryan looked thoughtful, running his fingers over the cold gold. "Brother," he said slowly, "this is a great fortune, but it is not the fortune we set out for. Our dream was the city, to build a life with our own hands. This is a shortcut." Rohan laughed, a tinge of scorn in his voice. "A shortcut? This is destiny. Why would we suffer for weeks more when our wealth is right here? You are a fool if you want to leave this behind." The brothers argued for hours as the sun began to set. Aryan could not be swayed. He believed that a prize earned without the journey was hollow. Finally, with a heavy heart, they decided to part ways. "Then I will take your share," Rohan declared. "I am going back. I will be the richest man the village has ever seen." Aryan nodded sadly. He gave his brother most of his remaining food and water to help with the return journey. "Travel safely, brother," he said. "I hope your treasure brings you the happiness you seek." And so they separated. Rohan, burdened by the incredibly heavy chest, began the arduous trek back to the village. Aryan, with his lightened pack and a determined heart, turned his face towards the desert and continued his walk towards the city. Rohan's journey, the way back, was a nightmare. The chest was monstrously heavy. Every step was a struggle. He had to stop constantly to rest, draining his water supply faster than he had planned. The treasure that had promised ease was now the source of his greatest suffering. Greed turned to desperation, and joy turned to despair. When his water ran out, he was still days from the village. The weight of the gold became the weight of his own regret. Aryan's journey. Aryan, freed from the burden of the chest, found he could move with surprising speed. He conserved his water, focused on his goal, and met other small groups of travelers along the way who shared resources and directions. The journey was still hard, but his light load and unwavering vision gave him strength. After many weeks, the endless yellow sands finally gave way to green fields. And there, nestled in a valley, was the legendary city. It was even more magnificent than the stories. He arrived not as a rich man, but as a determined and resilient one. He found work, first as a laborer, then using his sharp mind to start a small business trading goods from his homeland. He faced challenges, but he faced them with the same perseverance that had carried him across the desert. Years passed. His business grew. He married, raised a family, and became a respected and truly prosperous member of the city community. His wealth was built on a foundation of hard work and integrity, and it was a wealth that no one could ever take from him. One day, a trade caravan from his old village arrived in the city. Aryan, now a successful merchant, went to greet them, hoping for news of his brother. The caravan leader recognized him. "Aryan," the man said, his face grim. "It is a miracle to see you, your brother ... Rohan." The village found him in the desert, just a day's journey from the oasis. He had succumbed to thirst and exhaustion. The chest of treasure was lying beside him, still full. It was too heavy. He never made it. Aryan wept for his brother. Rohan had held onto the treasure, but the treasure had cost him his life. He had gained the world, but lost his future. The moral of the story. My friends, we all have a chest of treasure that tempts us a get-rich-quick scheme, a dishonest shortcut, an easy way out that goes against our values. Like Rohan, we can be fooled into thinking that possessing the prize is the same as achieving the dream. But true success is not just about the destination or the gold you find along the way. It is about the person you become on the journey. The hardships, the struggles, The lessons learned when you have nothing but your own will to rely on. These are the real treasures. They build your character, your strength, and your wisdom. Aryan's prosperity was earned. It was light, because it was built on experience, not on the heavy, burdensome weight of a shortcut that cost him his integrity and, ultimately, his brother's life. Do not be tempted by the heavy chests in your own desert. Keep your load light with honesty, your heart strong with patience, and your eyes fixed on the city you wish to build with your own hands. For the greatest wealth is not what you hold in your hands, but who you become on the path to achieving it. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Let us know in the comments about a time you chose the harder but right path. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom every week. Until next time, keep walking your true path.